The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to St. Mark.
Glory to you, O Lord.
The apostles gathered together with Jesus and reported all they had done and taught. He said to them, "Come away by yourselves to a deserted place and rest a while." People were coming and going in great numbers, and they had no opportunity even to eat. So they went off in the boat by themselves to a deserted place. People saw them leaving, and many came to know about it. They hastened there on foot from all towns and arrived at the place before them. When he disembarked and saw the vast crowd, his heart was moved with pity for them, for they were like sheep without a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things. The Gospel of the Lord.
Good morning. His heart was moved for pity for them, for they were like a sheep without a shepherd. Just mull that over for a minute. Just think about that. Now, we have to remember the situation in Israel at the time of Jesus. The Jewish people had been expecting a Messiah for thousands of years. They had been buffeted from one country to another country. They were now under Roman rule, and they were seeking this Messiah. They were trying to find the fulfillment of their dreams. They wandered from theory to theory, looking all the time. And when they heard about Jesus, they flocked to him to see what they could learn. Does that remind you of anybody, any time? Isn't it indicative of our time today that most people, I won't even say many, I'd say most people, are like sheep without shepherds, buffeted from one theory to another, seeking fulfillment, seeking happiness, seeking that one thing that's going to fulfill their lives. I describe it as being a cork in a stream. You just keep flowing along without any roots, without any controls, just going where society takes you. The Wall Street Journal yesterday had a great article about bucket lists. We all have bucket lists these days because we're sure that that's what's going to complete our life. If we bungee jump in Madagascar, we're going to be happy. If we see the Great Pyramids, that's going to make us happy. If we meet so-and-so, that's going to make us happy. No. That was the point of the Wall Street Journal article, is like, no. And that's an interesting publication for an article like that. But it makes you think, what are our gods today? What are the things that we seek out to find this happiness which is so elusive? And of all the lists that you could come up with of the things people seek, are any of them the right answer? Do any of them bring true happiness? Money, power, cell phones, iPods, world trips. Ultimately, that's not happiness. And the way to look at today's gospel, for me at least, is to sit there and say, Jesus is available. He is waiting for us to to turn toward him. He is waiting for us to ask him to shepherd us and guide us through the maze of life. He's waiting for us to come away with him to a quiet place, so the chaos and the stress and all the troubles of the world can be calm for a moment, so we can step back and actually listen to what he has to say. And in that process, we may find happiness. That is an offer that he made to the people of his times 2,000 years ago. But he continues to make it to us today. And we are just as lost. We have no shepherds. We have no focus. We wander around. And I think if we were honest with each other, it's frightening. We keep looking for stability. We keep looking for that rock to grab onto. But we can't, because life moves too fast. So today's gospel says, come away with me. Find a quiet place. And I will become your shepherd and guide you through these terrible waters.